Hi all. So today we are going to discuss a coding problem which can be helpful for your coding interviews as well as coding written exams. Okay. So this problem is from Code Forces. So I'll be sharing the link of the problem statement as well as its solution. Okay. So both you can find in description. So the problem statement is like this, that we have to take two integers as input. Both integers are non-negative. Now first integer is m, second is s. Okay. Now first integer is the length of a number, whereas second integer is the sum of its digit. Okay. Now using these two inputs, we have to find a minimum and maximum number such that length of a number is equals to m, whereas the sum of its digits must be equals to s. Okay. So here in sample test case we can see that they have given two numbers 2 and 15. Okay. So length of a number must be 2. So you can see that 69 is a 2-digit number. Okay. And sum of its digits must be equals to 15. So 6 plus 9 is equals to 15. So this is the minimum number possible, whereas maximum number is equals to 96. Okay. So this is also having two digits as well as its sum of its digit is equals to 15. Okay. 9 plus 6. So this does satisfy the condition and we have to output the numbers. Okay. Now in second sample test case they have given length as 3 but sum of its digit is equals to 0, which is not possible. Okay. We cannot have a number which is having 3 digit and sum of its digit is equals to 0. So if no number satisfies the condition, then we have to print the pair of numbers -1 -1. Okay. So that's why we can see here both the minimum and maximum number are -1. Okay. So this is already given in problem statement, that's why it here -1 -1 is there in output. Okay. So this is how the problem can be explained. Now we will be seeing the approach to solve the problem. Okay. So we have taken few sample test cases here. So let's start with the first one. Let's start with the first basic thing is that when someone asks you to find the maximum number of one digit, what you can do. Okay. So what you will be saying is 9. Okay. If someone asks you for a maximum number who is having 2 digit, okay, so it is 99. So one thing we can sure is that if we want to find a maximum number, its leading values must be start with 9. Okay. Okay. So please keep in mind this fundamental thing because based on this thing we can solve this problem. Okay. And why we are finding maximum values first? Because when we able to find maximum value, obtaining minimum from maximum is really easy. Okay. So that's why we are first finding the maximum value and then we will be going to minimum value. So let's take the first sample test case now. So they have given 29 as sum. Now according and we want a number who is having length 4. Okay. So for 29 as we discussed a fundamental thing that we can start with 9. So let's take first digit as 9. As we take a 9 from 29 we have to subtract 9. Okay. So 20 will be remaining. Okay. So now we are having 3 digits remaining and 20 as the sum remaining. Okay. So we can again use 9 because it is greater than this sum is greater than 9, so we can use 9 from it. Okay. So as we used 9 we have to subtract 9 from it. So as we subtracted 9, remaining sum will be 11. So again we are left with 2 digits and sum as 11. So as 11 greater than 9, so we can use 9 from it. Okay. And we can subtract 9 from here. So remaining value will be 2. So now we are left with 1 space and 2 as the remaining sum. So simply we can put 2 here. So this is the maximum number which is having length 4 and sum of its digit as 29. Okay. So this is the maximum number. Okay. Now simply if we want to find minimum, we just need to reverse the number. Okay. Reversing the number gives the minimum number possible. Okay. So it is really easy to find minimum. Now let's take another corner case which is possible, not the corner case but another possibility. So here in second example we have taken that possibility that we are having length as 4, or let's even say length is 5, and sum of its digit is equals to 21. So what we can do? So according to our rule, we have sum as 21, so we can start with 9. Okay, so we have to subtract 9 from here. Now it will be equals to 12. Okay, so 12 is greater than 9. We are left with 4 more digit, because we want a 5 digit number, so we can use 9 from it. Okay, so let's put a 9. And as we used 9, we have to subtract 9 from it, so it will be equals to 3. Okay, so we are left with 3 more digits, and here we have 3 remaining, so we can use 3 from here. Now as we use 3, we have to subtract 3 from here, and now the remaining sum is 0, but still we are left with 2 places. So what we can do? We can just simply put 0 at the remaining places. So this is the maximum number possible, 99300, which is having length as 5 and sum of its digit as 21. Okay, now if we want to find the minimum, what we suggested in previous example is that we have to reverse the number. Okay, but reversing the number doesn't satisfy our condition, because it is a 3-digit number, not 5-digit number. So what we can do? We can simply put 1 at the first place. Now as we are putting 1 instead of 0, what will happen is that the sum will become 22. So 1 plus 0 is equal to 1 plus 3 is equals to 4, which is 4 plus 9 is equals to 13. 13 plus 9 is equals to 22, which does not satisfy the condition. So we have to remove 1 from remaining values. Now we cannot remove 1 from 0. Okay, but we can remove 1 from 3. So 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. So 10299. This is the minimum number possible, which is having length 5 and sum of its digit as 21. Okay, so this is how we can approach this problem. Now these 3 are the corner cases, so which we will be discussing while explaining the code. So let's go to the coding part of the problem now. So as we can see on first line, we have just taken input. So length is m and sum is s. Okay, so this is how we have taken the input as integer number. Now here in this 2 if and else condition, we have taken few corner cases which we will be discussing now. And in from line number 7, in else condition, we have written the actual logic, okay, which we discussed while approaching the problem. Okay, so now let's discuss the corner cases. So first corner case is such that length which is m is given as 1 and sum of its digit is given as 0. So ideally we can think that it is not possible, but it is actually possible that length is given as 1 whereas sum is given as 0. Now how it is possible? 0 itself is the minimum and maximum number such that its length is equals to 1 whereas sum of its digit is equals to 0. Okay, so see here we can see that 0 is having length as 1 and sum of its digit as 0. So minimum and maximum possible values are 0 and 0 only. So we are printing 0 and 0 here. Okay, now another corner case is such that length is given as more than 1. Okay, length is given as 3 and sum of its digit is given as 0, which is not possible. Why? Because length is 3 and sum of its digit is equal to 0, which is 0 0 0, and this is not allowed number. Okay, so what we can do is that we have to print the pair of numbers -1 because no number satisfied such condition who is having length 3 and sum of its digit as 0. Okay, so here output will be minus 1 minus 1. Okay, and so yeah, so here you can see that we have taken one condition here, and in OR we have taken another condition. So actually we are checking multiple conditions here. Okay, so if any one of these conditions satisfies and becomes true, then we'll be printing minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so we just discussed this particular length has greater than length has more than 1 and sum as 0. If length is equals to 1, then our first condition will satisfy. Okay, because here we have taken length as 1. But suppose if length is equals to 2 and sum is given as 0, so here it will be satisfied, but length is equals to 2, which this will not satisfy, and as it is in AND, the code will go inside the else if case. Okay, so here we have taken OR condition for sum is equals to 0, so this particular case will satisfy and it will be printing minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so this is how the control flow of the code goes. Okay, now another condition is that sum is greater than length into 5. Now what does it mean? Here we have seen that we have length as 5, okay, and sum as 50. So let's see if is length is 5, maximum possible number is 99999. Okay, ignore this sum value as of now. If someone says you tells you to find maximum number who is having length 5, so it is 5 times 9. So sum of its digit is equals to 9 into 5 is equals to 45, and they have given sum as 50 here, which is not possible. Okay, so that's why we have to print minus 1 for that case also. So here it is not possible, and even if maximum number does not satisfy the condition, finding minimum is also not possible. So that's why we have to print minus 1 in both the columns. Okay, so here this particular condition, sum greater than length into 9, satisfies our last case. Okay, and we need to print minus 1 for this. Now let me explain the actual logic which we discussed for these first two test cases. Okay, so here initially what we did, we initialized a number with 0. Okay, so for example, if length is given as 4, then we'll be taking array who is having all its digit as 0. Okay, now we have just copied the value of sum inside this temporary variable. So let's say sum is 21, let's say 21. Okay, now I is equals to 0, so this is iteration variable. Now what does this iteration variable stands for? So this while this loop goes, every time we will be incrementing value of I. Okay, so this iteration variable will helpful for replacing the values inside this particular max array. Okay, now we are running this loop until this sum is being greater than 0. Okay, so this is what we checked here. Okay, so here also until we are having a value greater than 0, we will be running this loop. Okay, so now let's directly jump to execution of the loop. So here we have 21 initially, which is greater than 0. Okay, so this particular condition satisfies as true. So now we are checking if condition, if 21 is less or equals to 9, which is incorrect, so control goes inside the else. Okay, so max of I, so I is 0, so max of 0 is equals to 9, so it will be replaced by 9. Okay, now value of I will be incremented by 1. So initially value of I was 0. Okay, now it will become 1. so 0. Now it will become 1 because I is equals to I plus 1 is written, and temporary sum minus is equals to 9 is written here. So what does it mean? Initially the sum was 21. Now the sum will become 20 minus 9 is equals to 12. Okay, so this is what we already discussed while approaching the problem. So 21 minus 9 is equals to 12. Okay, so 12 is remaining. Now again the loop control will go upside. So temporary sum is 12 greater than 0. Okay, so here the value of temp sum is 12 greater than 0. Now control goes inside. Again temporary sum 12 is less or equals to 9. Okay, so this does not satisfy the condition, so control will go inside the else. So max of I is equals to 9 again. So value of I is 1. So max of I is equals to will become 9. So this 0 will be replaced by 9. I will increment by 1. Okay, and temp sum will be decreased by 9. So 12 minus 9 is equals to 3. Okay, so control will go again upside. So temp sum is 3 greater than 0, condition is true. Now the control will go inside the if condition. If 3, so temp sum is 3 less than equals to 9. Okay, so it does satisfy the condition. So max of I is equals to temp sum. So value of I is 2, so max of 2 is equals to 3. So this will be this 0 will be replaced by 3, and the loop will break. So the remaining 0 will be not replaced. Okay, so this is how we are getting the maximum value as 9930. Okay, so a number which is having length as 4 and sum of its digit as 21, maximum number such possible is 9930. Okay, now if we want to find the minimum, what we are doing, just copying here we are just copying the maximum number value. So initially its value will be like this: 9, 9, 3, 0. Now we are just reversing the list. Okay, so it will become like 0, 3, 9, 9. Okay, now what we are doing here, if minimum of 0 is equals to 0, so as I told in the first case, reversing the value was giving us the minimum possible value, but in second case, as we reverse the maximum number, we were getting a number like this, which is not allowed. So as I told, we can replace the first number by 1. So this is what we are doing here. So if minimum of 0, so which is this value, is equals to 0, so condition satisfies. So the loop goes inside. Now here inside the loop, what we are doing, we are finding first non-zero value. So here in this case, we are having first non-zero value is 3. Okay, because first value is 0, so first non-zero value is 3. Now so this is the condition, we are finding first non-zero value. If we are able to find the value which is having non-zero value, what we are doing, we are simply decreasing its value by 1. So here minimum of I minus equals to 1 is written, so we are simply decreasing its value by 1, which is 3 minus 1, 2, and at the first index, so minimum of 0 is equals to 1. Okay, so here also you can see, so it is replaced by 1, and then we are breaking. Okay, so this is how the minimum number possible. So this is the minimum number possible for having value length 4, but sum of its digit as 21. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 9 is 12, 12 plus 9 is 21. Okay, so it does satisfy the condition. Now here in this particular for loop, we are just printing the values. Now it is according to your programming language. Okay, if you are using C, C++, Java, you just need to print this array. Okay, nothing else we are doing here. So this much code is just for this particular code is for printing the minimum value. This is for new line. Sorry, this is for space between those number. So so for here it will be printed like 1299. Now here we are put this particular print is for spacing between them. Okay, so we will be printing space here, and this particular code is to print the max value. Okay, so the max value was 9930. So this is how we can solve this problem. And yeah, I'll be sharing the links for both the problem as well as solution in the description. So thank you guys for watching our video. If you have any doubts or some other problems you want to discuss, you can put on comment box. So I'll be making videos for those problems. Okay, so thank you guys.